Oh boy. I've been waiting for another Ferrari video and we finally got one. We're about to go see it today. All the body work is done on the car and it's actually gonna be entering the spray booth probably by the end of today. So we're gonna drive up to our boys, SOS Customs, check out some stuff. A couple new parts came in that I told you guys about last time, so I'm excited to show you that. And I know it probably seems like we dropped off the Ferrari a while ago at SOS, but they had to do a lot of body work, and I'll show you guys when we get there today. They kind of found a lot of hidden damage under some of the fenders that had to be repaired. So our timeline got pushed back just a little bit, but all is good because hopefully by the end of today, like I said, we should be in the paint booth ready to spray.
You didn't even order a surfboard?
You going surfing?
I'm going surfing. We're in California. It's a sunny day. Looks good. It was cold yesterday.
Dude, Portland? 40s.
Oh, geez.
40s.
I don't even want to talk.
We're out in the wilderness today, boys. We are in Portland, Oregon.
Thank you for not taking me with you.
All right, let's go get an update on this bad boy. We get to finally see our hood for the first time.
Whoa, yeah, you got that.
And they sanded down all the carbon fiber vents.
Oh, I saw that on their story.
I know. Damn.
Hey.
Remember how it was all broken?
Yeah, I was gonna say, you guys discovered a lot of damage, right? When you started like...
Once you peel this side off, this was all messed up.
Yeah. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, that's all done up. No more hole there. No more holes on the side of the bumper. So yeah, when I originally left you guys when we were here, I think we only assumed that there'd be a couple days of body work, but as I started going through it, started to find a lot more little issues with the car that they had to buff out and fix. Also remember we had big holes here that were for the license plate and like the rain lights, all that's filled up. So that's looking perfect. All this is looking really, really good.
We filled all your holes.
All my holes got
All your holes
plugged.
have been filled.
Yeah, no, that's what I came here for. I was trying to plug them up. Now the real question is how much longer, or how long does it take to paint the car?
Once we match the white, then I mean it would be pretty simple. I mean the car is pretty decent shape. I mean it's just blocking it and prepping.
So like I don't even know, is it like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days?
It'd probably be towards the end of the week it should get painted. But hopefully you guys can help me today with a little bit of detrim.
Yeah, so we came down today, like I told you guys, we need to take off a couple pieces of the car.
Here's the deal, so I could probably do it, right? But it's a Ferrari and stuff like that. So what happens if you break anything on it, it's, you know, on a $30 part on another car is like $2,000 on this car. And I don't want to be responsible for that. So
Yeah,
I'll let my friend TJ here.
I'll be the one to break the stuff for you.
Yeah.
So cool, we're gonna help with that, and I'm gonna show you guys the front fenders right now, but this is coming along very, very good. Yeah, so hopefully this thing gets sprayed up soon and we get to pull it out and get to see it. And we still have a lot to do after the paint. So let's go ahead and check out these front fenders. This looks so cool. What's really cool is that the carbon isn't like the typical exposed carbon you see on like aftermarket stuff. Like on my RX-7 we have some exposed carbon, on the BRZ we have some exposed carbon, and all that carbon's like dress up. But a lot of times it's just like a carbon weave placed over fiberglass. Whereas this, as you guys saw, it's complete authentic carbon Kevlar. So a lot of this stuff wasn't really meant to be shown. So you'll notice the weave isn't even exact and quote unquote perfect,
You know
and
what?
pretty.
You say that, but if you look at it, it kind of
It definitely has a pattern, but it's not the pattern that
Yeah,
we're used
it
to
doesn't
seeing.
match,
Yeah.
yeah.
Which I think is really unique. It's kind of one of those things that you notice when you get up close, and once you know the story behind the kit, it kind of like fits in very, very well. So to see that looks really cool. So we have the exposed carbon here on the front fenders, and we have it on the front bumper as well. So this is the hood. It's the first time you guys are seeing it. This is a 458 Special hood. A little bit different. We talked about this a little bit last time, how I wasn't the biggest fan of the GT3 hood. The vents, rather than being down here by the nose, they're actually like up here by like the windshield, and they're just like big holes going straight down to the radiators. Whereas this hood, as you can see, it's actually blocked right here. And if you want, you can have a little underpaneling to cover it. It will allow us to actually use the frunk still and put stuff in there and not have water get inside or not have any elements from nature kind of get in there. So it keeps it protected. And I honestly love this hood so much more than any other hood out there. So the fact that we got our hands on this and we got it in on time to get it ready with the car means a lot. So super excited to see that here today.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna be removing this window trim piece right here.
Which I've never done before. So I'm having...
You did it with...
No, I didn't. You and Anthony did it together. I wasn't there. So while you were over there on the phone, I was like, I don't want to touch this because I have no idea what's going on. Because you know me, I start pulling on stuff and
you break everything.
I break stuff, yes. But look at you, Teach, you know what you're doing.
I want to show this design right here, and don't mind the sanding in the background, but with the 458, you don't really ever notice this when the car has the latch down and you can't see through everything. But if you look, when you take out this air duct, which Calvin is getting out because we're trying to get out these vents right here, so when we paint, we make sure we get all the way to the back. But when you remove that induction tube, you actually can see straight through the car, which is really rad, because I always knew that was an air vent. It was functional, obviously, because you could see it, but seeing it with it out and you can like look right through the car, I don't know, it's a pretty cool look. This looks really dope. Looks very, very cool. Very Ferrari-esque. One of those things they don't really appreciate until you see it like this and you're like, damn, the engineering to make that happen was amazing. This is where we are going to leave the car. It should be going into paint tomorrow, and I think they're gonna try to do a couple primer shots today. We found an issue with this taillight. There are 3 studs that come off the back of this taillight that just have a nut go straight on it. 2 of them are just spinning the studs, so we're not able to get these off. So Oscar said he was gonna dive a little bit deeper and try to figure out how they can get it off, because we're coming up a little bit unsuccessful. So we're gonna be working on that, but we were able to get both of these induction tubes out, so we can get both of these girls out, and everything should be all set. So hopefully we can come back within a week at the latest and get an updated shot of the paint and see everything for the first time the same color. And we're still gonna be waiting on wheels to come in, and we still have to get our wing mounts made and all that stuff, which we brought, by the way. All this just has to get sanded down and a little treatment on it, and they have to try to get all this like sticker crap off of it. But the wing's in pretty good shape. There's a couple nicks here and there, like some small stuff that I don't even know how they fix that, because you can't put Bondo on it because you have to expose it. You might have more information.
Is this getting painted?
No, we're gonna leave it raw. They're gonna sand it down and then put some clear on it.
There's a big repair here, right?
Yeah, there are some repairs and some characteristics. Oscar said he's gonna try and figure out some ideas what we can do with that. I don't really know. I've never dealt with like this before, so I don't have all the answers. So we're gonna be relying on the body shop to kind of point me in the right direction with that. I do want to address a comment that I did see someone say in particular. When SOS was filling in some of the cracks and little like dings on the rear quarter panels that are all carbon Kevlar, and us too, we were kind of filling those with a body fill rather than like going getting them completely repaired with carbon Kevlar and then priming them and then shooting them. Someone was saying that we just completely ruined the fender because we didn't fix it with authentic carbon fiber repairs and we just filled it with body filler. We didn't put the car through a complete carbon fiber repair because this car isn't a race car anymore. It's gonna be on the street car. And while yes, that would have been really cool, would have costed a lot more time and a lot more money. And using a body filler just to like fill a couple little blemishes is completely fine. There's no need to do any other type of fix on that. So we're gonna go ahead and take some of these panels back just so we don't have pieces in some places and other pieces in other places. We wanna try to keep all the stuff that's off the car at the same spot in the shop. So we'll take all of this, we'll say goodbye to that, and hopefully we'll see it in about a week's time. I get home and look what just came in the mail, my new iPhone. This iPhone, my old one, I've had it for the past 2 years, but the issue with this is I recently had the battery replaced on this and I had the screen fixed because it was cracked. And I had a mobile guy come and do it because I don't use Apple Care because I'm a sucker. He replaced a new battery, and the new battery completely fried my phone. And I used to replace batteries all the time on like my older iPhones, like the 4s and 5s, and replace the screens all the time. And I did it with this new one, and the battery like fried the phone, and now my battery literally will last like 30 minutes before dying. Happy to make the upgrade to the Switch, and I'm also gonna be leasing.
Did you just drop it?
I just dropped it.
You are...
It's in the box, baby. We good.
I hope it shattered.
It's in the box. How could it shatter?
I would laugh my literal ass off.
Oh, I'm sure you would love that. I'm sure you would get the biggest kick out of it if I just broke it before even starting it.
I would literally jump off the balcony because I wouldn't know what to do with myself.
But I'm leaving Verizon because for those who travel international, you'll know that they have the world's worst international plan ever. And with how much traveling we're doing international lately, I'm finally switching over to AT&T. And all my friends use AT&T. I'm the only one who's not on AT&T. Enter in Android versus iPhone war down below in the comment section. AT&T, your newest client is coming to join you.
It's called a customer, not a client.
I guess so, huh?
Well, you guys will be happy to know that TJ got his new phone set up, but I did not get mine set up. So I'm sad. I'm a sad bean.
Serena doesn't know any of her account information,
No.
so she wasn't able to switch.
I'm still on my
But I
dad.
beat her to the punch. I got it before her.
I'll fade out.
So, great news, boys. We're all good. Phone is swapped over. I always get a lot of anxiety about like switching over because I'm scared I'm gonna lose all my app's information, but I didn't, so that's good.
Wait, you have to change your screensaver back to me, not the Earth.
I've lived with this iPhone now for a couple hours, and I will say I only got a new iPhone because my old one was like just completely broken and wasn't working anymore. But this new phone is exactly the same as my old iPhone 10. And I used to love when iPhones, when they came out, they at least felt different and looked a bit different, and they kind of had that new feel. While I know, yes, the performance is better on this, and you have a higher camera and you have a nicer screen, you don't really notice it, and that's not really anything you notice as like a consumer. So it feels like I have the same exact phone, but I have like a wide angle lens, which is kind of cool. I don't know, not that hyped on it. I just got it because I needed a new one. Kind of bummed about that because I'm a pretty big sucker for Apple products. The next time we see the Ferrari, it will have the paint on the car. Like I said earlier, I'm really hoping it's only like a week, but I'm not gonna rush SOS. I really want them to take their time, which they did with all the bodywork. Like they spent a week on getting the bodywork 100% perfect, which I'm very thankful for. But I'm just like, I cannot wait. There's a big twist coming, and for those that stayed this long in the video, you get the little hint that there's a big twist coming. Super excited to hit you guys with that. And I'm happy that I finally got to show the hood to you guys because there were so much comments from people saying that it was incomplete because it didn't have the mirrors in the hood, which the hood GT3 is disgusting, and the mirrors, it's kind of like a love-hate relationship. I like the stock mirrors more, and I think I'm kind of like coming to that conclusion. It just will look better in the long run, trust me, you'll see. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I will see you next time. Peace out and keep moving forward.